Welcome to the General's Gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to Command and Conquer Kane's Wrath. We are your hosts of the General's Gentlemen. My name is Archon Hawk.
And my name is Callum. I thought we sort of ventured out of the names.
The Machine is a cool name, okay? I mean, I'm still sad you ditched Ownage Machine, if I'm being honest. Ownage Machine! You did own Noobs. It's an appropriate title. So,
Well, on the left, playing as our red GDI. Actually, it looks rather orange, I must admit. It is Technique.
its opponent spawning in... Wait.
Did I really get them wrong? Oh my god, I did
Yeah.
already. God damn it.
On the left is...
I feel like this engineer right now. That's exactly... Like, this health bar it captures my feelings.
You don't need full health to cap Tim's spike, so it's fine. It's not a big deal.
We're putting that...
Yeah, you're putting in the middle. Good. The Archon Hawk scoreboard. Phoenix is on the left as I read GDI. And I also get the intro of the second player, just in case the machine screws that up. It's Technique as the screen. So Technique is playing the green screen today.
So once again, another funky map that I've never seen before. I'm loving the variety of maps. I also notice how there's these fuel crates, the jerry cans, somewhat next to these Tiberium spikes. I'm guessing you can blow them up and they detonate. And that's already wounded as well. That Tiberium spike's about half health. So these could be rather volatile spikes.
Stealing ideas from Zerao. Good. I'm all good.
But do maps in Zerao actually have those?
Half health oil derricks with barrels next to them. Or
Yeah,
is that
true.
solely in Relax maps? And therefore, did Relax actually steal it from Kane's Wrath? There's the big question for you. I don't know if that's solely in Relax maps that have like half health oil derricks and as a gameplay trope or however you want to call that. So yes, interesting. Buzzers successfully find 1 kill and scout the double refiner, which is not surprising. It is quite a long map. It is a lengthy boy.
Just gonna log off my Steam.
So it's gonna take a fair bit of time for the
hell, this is a new Steam
to
overlay.
make their way
Oh my
across
god.
the map. Yeah, new Steam overlay.
Oh my god, I just want to log out. I don't know how to use this. God damn
I'm just
it.
gonna watch you suffer.
Is that it here?
Sorry? I don't know. I haven't used it. I didn't go sign up for the beta, so yeah.
Here. I didn't sign up for the we see it
Oh
here.
no, it's new now, so yeah.
I did not sign up for it. It's just like the Windows updates. It just happens on you and you have no choice in the matter. So he's repairing. It seems only a single rocket APC is struggling to damage this down. I'm sure there'll be some reinforcements coming to defend this.
Dude, I love how the machine gun turret is like changing positions. It's like maybe if I attack the top of it, it'll fall over. So
He's obviously played a fair bit of Jenga, looking for the sweet spot.
yeah, which one can I go for? Yeah.
Okay, there is a gun walker.
The walker's not here in time. Will it be here in time? I mean, I think. Okay, yeah, they are here in time. I was gonna say I'm pretty sure their rockets out damaging the repairs, but only just. So that's interesting. I was trying to bait them over mines now. Oh, nice dodge. Yeah.
Goes around, it buys him time.
Good stuff, Technique.
He's able to get away from this. The APC is pretty wounded, but it seems he should be able to escape from this one.
Yeah, should be fine. Something else moving into the base though, of Technique. Further down. Technique's base. There we go. Okay, it's just militia.
Where'd the APC go? I've lost him. There he is.
Yeah.
Maybe you take a building?
On the run. Yeah, makes the most sense. Right.
Oh, there's actually an EMP control center here. Oh, nice.
Yeah, get the building. Good play.
Focusing down one of the weak ones. There's actually another weak one there.
We've already got a couple of gun walkers here actually, so yeah. Focusing on the weak ones. No, focus the weak ones. Play it smart. Okay. Double refinery, and I think the same here from. Same from Technique. Cool. So both Phoenix and Technique, I guess similar builds, at least in terms of economy. Both still having double spike as well, thanks to the repairs we saw getting thrown down by Technique.
This map is massive. Most of the maps in the map pool are quite small, so they're very action-packed. I think we're going to see a lot of funky tech lab units, which is cool. I love. Oh, nice little block there with the lightning spike. I love seeing a lot of the GDI tech.
They'll probably be both there. Next one gets another shot off. Yeah, gets one more, and the Seekers finish it off. That was a really nice block. Well played.
I noticed he is fully repaired the Tiberian spy. I just realized the webcam's going to be covering my Steam overlay. So it doesn't matter. Ha ha ha.
Right. Okay.
The-
does it pop up down the bottom
Yeah,
right?
it's bottom
does it?
right,
Okay,
yeah.
right, yeah, no, it's not a problem then.
Basically,
we went through all that for nothing.
Yeah, people were showing up when they would like log online and play games and stuff. But so it has a shield, so it's obviously got the tech lab from this.
Yeah.
Gives the extra health to those units. So this is vanilla screw. Oh, nice buzzer swarm, takes out a lot of the missiles.
Yeah, that's a good play.
That's the problem with trying to mix in missiles is you're quite vulnerable like that. It's okay if you have a lot of like APCs that you just gun the buzzers down as they spawn, but in that case,
yeah.
I think it cost him 1,500, so not necessarily like the best trade.
Yeah.
Probably still worth it there. 1,500.
Yeah, so that was good. That works out well for technique.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
At that point, there's just too many things, and you have to
Whoa.
put too much into it. There are air battles, dude.
We got Storm Riders being taken out by Firehawks, but they've already dropped their payloads, so they got cleaned up. AA turret in the main base. Doesn't have the tungsten rounds, which is the upgrade for them, so they're not doing that much. Man, this is what you get for playing on a large map. This
Yeah.
is sick. Another AA turret. We've got a slingshot in the air as well, but these harvesters are getting cleaned up.
Man, we haven't seen air in like ages. I'm so keen for this.
Wait, is that a crazy Firehawk ability where they like Stratofighter? Yeah, that's what they use. That's why they're zooming up.
Yeah.
So the Firehawks are super good against air units, but they have limited payload. It's a cool unit because how it works is you can configure between bombs and missiles. Bombs allow you to take out structures very effectively, kind of like the Auroras from Zero Hour. Yeah, that's the Stratofighter there. But then missiles turn them into a really good air-to-air fighter. So I like how they have that customization, so you can actually use them in different roles.
Yeah. So plenty of defense gets thrown down. That's the third AA turret, and there's double slingshot out on the map as well. So plenty of anti-air. Slingshots. Glad that he went slingshots as well, because then you can kind of move them with the ground army and make sure they're safe from any air attacks. So that's cool. Predators on their own. They just don't have the angle to point the gun that high, so makes it difficult.
Now with the improved 2.0 railgun upgrade, many pew, that just makes them a fair bit better against infantry as well.
Oh, I want to slingshot, please. Yeah, slingshot survives. That's good. So I can probably pull back to base and.
He's still looking a little starved for anti-air. I'm guessing he's going to be relying on these Firehawks in conjunction with the slingshots. No one's dared capture the EMP control center. What the hell are these?
Not as yet.
What? It's just like a
Something. So,
Visceroid. Oh, yeah, so the Visceroid...
and is that just a dude?
Yeah, it's just like a neutral civilian.
Sounds like a name for a sitcom. The dude in the Visceroid or something.
So the
probably watch
Corruptors used to spawn Visceroids,
that. Right.
but then they didn't spawn. It was kind of weird. This was like Tiberian Wars beta, I think. So he's found these harvesters. There's only gunwalkers. Where is the bulk of the army? He can't just use gunwalkers against railgun
Surely there are still more seekers on the map. I don't know, maybe
Oh,
not.
there are the Storm Riders.
Oh, okay, yeah, Storm Riders.
Oh my god,
They're really
where's
hard
the
to see. There are
anti-air?
no slingshots here. Both the slingshots pull back to base, dude. Like, this is the problem.
What about the Firehawks?
I don't know. Yeah, no Firehawks, no slingshots. I don't know. Maybe the Firehawks already got taken out. I'm not sure.
And he had to know that was coming because he already saw that. Well, finally here comes the anti-air, but he's
way too
already
late.
lost all of his predators. He could have at least traded them to get a lot of damage done.
Yeah, I
pulling
mean,
pulling away was precisely the wrong thing to do.
Could have taken down at least a couple more harvesters. So. Yeah, Technique's in a great spot.
Well, now what? He's mined out both of those Tiberian fields. There's no refineries here, so his mining is pretty small. Massed Firehawks. Oh,
Yeah.
wow. I think he was looking to get them on the airfields.
Yeah.
Because they, I believe if they're docked, you just kill them all.
Right.
Kind of like Zero Hour again.
Yeah.
But they've actually moved out.
There are 3 airfields. It's nutty.
So he still no tungsten rounds by the looks of it, and it makes such a big difference to their anti-air.
Mass disintegrator now as well.
I do see the AP ammo, however. The Sonic Emitter is a great
Yeah,
turret.
That's good. That's good. That was a really good play. Yeah, Sonic Emitter is actually going to stop this push completely. Firehawk's still flying around. I don't know what they're going to do.
Although that was an Orca bomb strike. Okay, here we go. The Firehawks do some splash, but they didn't achieve much. They're doing some rounds pop now, so the Storm Riders have to reconsider. I think that's the problem with relying on air units like this.
Okay, maybe Technic just pulls back and takes control of the EMP control. Takes the EMP control center now. Like doesn't have to worry about the AA turrets. Obviously, there's like build radius near the EMP control center, and that's about the only use I think he's going to get out of these air units. Now tungsten rounds is done, so yeah, I would like to see the EMP control center capped. I think that makes the most sense. Phoenix certainly has the better mobile force, whereas Phoenix is playing defensive and it has a lot of stuff down, but that's about it. So
you can certainly take out the spike with the Storm Riders.
Yeah. Also an option.
Riders of the Storm.
I'm sorry, I've missed the reference. Riders of the Storm? What?
Isn't that a song?
Is
I'm
it?
getting it wrong.
No, you're probably right. I don't know the song.
I don't know
it's
the
the
next
first time
line.
you've out music referenced me,
Yeah.
Callum, so
For
good job.
shame, Blakey.
Yeah.
For
I
shame.
thought I knew every song in existence. Apparently not.
It's like a really old one. Okay, let's see how well this goes. Doesn't look like it was very good for the Firehawks.
No.
'Cause I'm pretty sure they cost more. Okay, well now
Shots here though.
yeah,
Those are
but
good, right?
it's two of them versus the world. Oh my god, did you get you got one of them? I mean, this looks such a cheap, but
Yeah.
now we have the pew-pews from Mr. Technique.
Tripods are here, and they can actually snipe harvesters outside the range of the sonic emitter, so that's a really good build from Technique. Very smart. If you can't mine, doesn't matter that you're still there. Okay, here we go. Scorpion's pushing forward.
A lot of disintegrators there too. Well, a few of them.
Yeah.
Enough to force him to build riflemen or watchtowers, and now we have... I'm gonna actually check this time.
What are these annihilators looking to crush?
We have the phase field. Well, he gets spread. Well, no, I think the sonic emitter blew up his own stuff.
Emitter did it, yeah. I
Yeah,
think,
friendly fire.
Yeah, so that's why. Can you hold fire on that bad boy? Or?
Wow, zone troopers.
Yeah. So yeah, just trying to juke it now.
You got one harvester.
2 harvesters total.
Man, that is so cheap.
Yeah,
1,000.
it lasts
That's
for so long.
another harvester, I
Annoying.
think. Sonic. Oh, well, actually, this
There's
could
husks.
backfire
It's double
horribly.
husk.
Storm Riders, though, clean up a lot of the tanks. Now there's not much anti-air, but here come the Firehawks.
Yeah.
Much more
Rating well.
successful this time.
That was a better run.
And the Stratosphere back out before you could lose more than one.
There are 3. Okay, one of the tripod huskers exploded up. The other 2 are out of range, I'm pretty sure. I don't think this tripod, it's a live tripod, can actually get in range.
This is so sick. We're seeing a rig. So this thing sets up into a battle base. Oh, no, I think he crushed one of them.
Oh, he did. Yeah.
Oops.
Oops.
So this it sets up with these 2 little Guardian cannons that have rail guns, and it also has a mobile repair station. So it's going to be repairing all these Predators, which is exactly what he needed. They were taking some damage from those long-range Annihilator tripods.
Still no capture on the MP control center, and
Whoa, I think he was
Whoa.
dropping off an engineer.
yeah, but gets sniped.
It looked like a rifleman to me. That was weird.
Hmm.
So every unit has an ability that you can get, the call for transport. You pretty much never see it. It's so vulnerable.
Yeah.
Well, not on GD I have that. Screen don't. Okay,
Sprint
so
have cool portals though, so fair
just
enough.
taking out buildings. Oh man, that Stratosphere is so strong.
Yeah.
Stratofighter, I think it's called. This could be a really good target to pick up. Only has to really take out one turret, which is actually wounded by the looks of it.
Yeah, half health.
Oh
They got
no!
that.
What are you doing, MCV?
That's not good. That's such a weird play. Like, did Phoenix really think he had enough map control to go for that, or?
See, that's a situation where investing in one of those mobile construction vehicles, whatever those things are called, might be a good idea. The Surveyor, because then you can queue up a turret. You can have an AA turret ready to go, and the moment you deploy it, bang, throw down turrets. And if you lose it, it isn't the end of the world like losing your MCV is. A lot of money here as well for Technique, so I think this is going to be the end. Still so many Storm Riders in the skies. Plenty of gun walkers so these zone troopers get cleaned up.
Yeah, look, gunworkers get pulled forward. There go the zone troopers. Even the tripod of Phoenix will fall here, and that should be the big game. So a good attempt. I mean, that was such a ball play with the MCV. I kind of get moving out to that tickle because Technique can mainly been attacking through the top portion of the map and not the bottom, and as he switches up, the expansion happens. So there's the GG from Phoenix, and good game Technique. That was cool.
Yeah, it may have been one of those things that he knew that he was boned, so he was just hoping for something cheeky. Like, I hope he doesn't notice my MCV.
Yeah.
When you're that far behind, you got to take those risks a lot of the time. But I think it was just that massive Storm Rider strategy took him completely off guard, and then he wasn't able to recover from losing as much as he did. If we look at the economy, we'll see that much more Tiberium mined about an extra 30%. So Technique clearly having a massive advantage there.
Yeah, it was like, it's not only, I mean, obviously that caught him off guard, so I had to go for the A turrets and stuff and the slingshots, but that would have been the end of the world. The real blow was losing 10 predators for free right in the middle of the map. Like, yeah, just lost all momentum at that point. Just had no map pressure. I mean, like, had the predator stayed alive, and you could have just gone for like another few slingshots. Maybe that army gets to push across and create some pressure. But once all the predators go down, I mean, that's pretty much it.
And they were railgun predators too, so they were really beefy, and they were a big investment also. But now we have the same factions actually.
Oh, same ones. Cool.
Yeah, we'll be Technique playing as our Scrin on the right side.
And on the left, Mr. Phoenix is the GDI, who has changed colours and must commit honourable seppuku now. So
Shameful display.
Shameful display. You know I need to do up scoreboards. That just makes it hard for me. I have to change a whole colour. Very difficult.
Yeah.
Good guy Technique, who I'm now rooting for, is still green.
Good thing you're not colorblind. Yeah. Otherwise you'd have a hard job.
Bro, if I was colorblind, can you imagine casting scene 3D?
Oh god.
The grey tip. Everything is grey tip.
Man, that game was only 15 minutes. It felt so much longer because we saw all that late game tech just because of how big that map was. Players rushed their tech really early on.
Out of all the games that we cast, I think CNC3 games, they feel like they go for a long time. Not in a bad way at all, but every game feels like it goes for a long time. All the games that we cast. Have you noticed that? Like, all the short games, it feels like it's going for half an hour. 15-minute games feel like they go for half an hour.
Yeah, I think it's just because there's a lot of units. If you compare it to 0 Hour and Red Alert 3 in particular, just because they're both CNC games, the unit size is a lot smaller. You'll have battles consisting of, 5 or 6 units. CNC 3, you have 30, 40, 50 units. So I mean, StarCraft is another game, I think, for the same reason, that it feels like a long time, even though it's actually only 15 minutes, just because there's a lot of units and a lot of stuff happening. But yeah, it does distort your sense of time.
Yeah, it really does. It's weird, but in a totally good way. So yeah, we get more casting fun times. So
casting fun times.
Everyone loves some more casting fun times.
If you are a fan of casting fun times, then do consider backing us on Patreon. We are looking to continue our posting schedule 3 or 4 times a week or whatever it is, but it gets a little bit difficult with all the other commitments that we have. I'm working pretty flat out lately on Star Control Origins. I'm a designer on that.
You busy, boy.
Yeah. The Patreon, however, is for Blake, who doesn't quite have the same sick game developer opportunity.
No, I'm not a sick MLG game developer. I would like to be a sick MLG shoutcaster and YouTuber, so you can help out with that. That would be good. Then I have to work less boring jobs that don't let me do video editing.
Oh, look at the buzzers.
Hey, buzzers MLG.
Wait, there was 2 of them?
Yeah, double buzzer.
Well, that's why they survived.
One's for health and the other one is naught. Yeah, both the drone ship and the NCV are already moved to the second team field, which is not a weird play at all.
Oh, it's actually inside of that. Okay, we have the APC. Wow, APC rockets or rocket APCs. Cheeky Harvester gets taken out. That's what you get for being a little bit greedy.
There'll be no stealing blue tip for you. I guess that was the normal timing for a blue tip steal, but yeah, well reacted to by Phoenix. Good job. Yeah, a lot of APCs
Ooh.
actually. They're gonna run into the Seekers.
They're looking for a flank.
Seekers trying to flank? I think the Seekers are trying to flank, right? Like,
Yeah, the line of sight's pretty big in CNC3, so it is caught.
And those are a good attempt though.
Well, they're able to outrun the APCs. They are a bit faster. But it gives him time to position some troops here, maybe with a barracks. I don't know what his plan of defense here is.
Get a turret down or something like that. Maybe just confident the APCs can find a good angle on the Seekers. I mean, what's worst case scenario here? It's not like the Seekers are going to take out a Harvester. There aren't enough of them anymore. If there were 4 Seekers and they actually got through, they probably could have taken out a Harvester, but...
So he defends his Harvesters by building another refinery and sending 1 Predator, so...
Yeah, there we go. That'll be fine.
Should get the job
Not
done.
a big deal.
But he has no war factory here, so the repairs won't be an option.
Seekers just gonna look for a flank and just buy. This is just buying time now. And now the Seekers have made a good play because they've gotten a full scout out of the base and pulled all the APCs as well. Maybe the APCs at some point should have pulled back and actually gone on the offensive rather than sticking with the Seekers and just left Predators to defend the Harvesters. But yeah, look at this, buys time. Technique goes double gravity stabilizer on a much smaller map.
Yeah, that surprised me. I thought that was only a map-specific strategy, but it seems he's going for it. And this is even against rocket APCs, where if they get AP ammo, they're pretty good versus air. And mass gunwalker. And it's clever too, because the Storm Riders are good versus vehicles, but weak versus infantry.
Yep.
So you want to have those gunwalkers to make sure he doesn't go like man spam with missile squads.
Yeah. Also maybe bait some Predators, like just more Predator production. And the more Predator production there is, the better it is for Technique. Technique wants Predators. Okay. Here we go.
These came out really fast because he has double.
Yeah.
So he's producing these faster than what you would expect. He's taking out some Predators here. Going for the tip spike would be great, but it will take some time. Does he try and go for the Harvesters? He's actually putting pitbulls, so he wants to have that more immediate anti-air, but also still having ability to deal with the gunwalkers.
Yeah, going to be super mobile. Okay, maybe do we see a pullback here for the tip spike? I know, too many pitbulls. Fuel production's way too big now.
AP ammo is completed now.
Another good run for the Predators.
Loses a fair bit of them though. Oh, there's the shields.
Okay. So maybe a little bit late. I mean, but it could be good. A couple of these pitbulls get traded out. I'd say this is overall still good for Technique. Who's now going for the tip spike?
Yeah, if you can snipe that with the Storm Riders and the Gunwalkers and just pull out.
Because if the Gunwalkers zone the pitbulls, then it should buy enough time to take out the tip spike. Yeah, maybe not though. Just pulls back. Okay, I guess there's a lightning spike already on the map here for Technique, so just pulls back to that.
Oh, Mechapeds. So we're seeing the full tech tree, or at least more of it than what we normally see, which is just Mechapeds.
Yeah. Yeah, Phoenix is trying to expand into this one. That could be dangerous because when the MCC is moving, it's pretty vulnerable.
So expansion at the north for...
Storm Riders may ride in and just take it out.
Yeah, needs to be quick on that F trigger. Depending on what he binds it to. It's F on my screen. Whoa, I like this. Mechapede flank takes out the Harvesters.
Yeah,
There's some exposed structures here.
That's
the tech lab, oh my god.
Something's getting transported north as well from...
Maybe it's a cheeky engineer for a cap.
Phoenix. Yeah, it's possible. The Mechapede is still rolling in against like AA turrets, not regular base defenses.
So we are seeing Firehawks engage. What happened to this transport? Oh, he's just chilling and eating a kebab because obviously microing other stuff. That's a shame.
Okay, so it should be the airfield going down here.
Yeah, prevents the Firehawks from landing. Really should go for this tech lab. Come on, man. It's really exposed and expensive and vulnerable. Once again, the power plants.
No.
I guess he's worried about being collapsed upon. I mean, even the power plants too. Like these are, because they're upgraded, they're such a good pick if you can get them. And he's not even pulling back.
Yeah, I just trying to play around with Phoenix, I think. I don't know what's going on here.
No, it's a rifleman. It's scouting. That's all it is. Okay.
Right, so it's scouting.
So it only costs him 300.
Yeah.
So I guess that's why. It's a $300 scout. Okay. So that's actually a good idea then. Oh man, is that a power though, isn't he? Okay, so unpower some structures. Doesn't get the head, but it's a good shot regardless.
I don't know if the Sonic emitter covers all of that tech lab, but...
Yeah, it didn't... It also, like, because he placed it above, he didn't protect his other structures.
More harvesters, so. Man, look at all the harvesters. There's just free damage coming down. And a lightning spike comes down as well. That'll provide some protection for the mechapedes.
The funny thing about that lightning turret is I thought, oh nice, he's got another sonic emitter. Oh, just kidding, it's a lightning spike.
So, like, Phoenix is expanding here, but if all the harvesters die, then it's not going to matter.
Now, Shatterers are cool. They're sonic emitters, but they move. Okay, another sonic emitter here, so he gets one of them. Oh my god, he gets 3. I think it was only 2 plus a lot of the body. The Shatterer can do something similar. It's a pretty slow projectile, so you can dodge it, but it gets a really good shot on the whole Mechapede line if you can hit it correctly.
That's great defense by Phoenix. I mean, like, it took a while to deal with Mechapedes, but eventually it happened.
I hope he doesn't sell these. I always get so
they're in a
sad
good
when
position.
people sell their defenses, and then later on another run by comes in the exact same spot. But he is a little bit perhaps stranded because he doesn't have this main base, and it does recollect the Tiberium. I guess if he's long distance mining, it's not too bad. Whereas Technic has a much stronger position throughout all of his bases.
There's so many harvesters, dude. Like, it's pretty easy to long distance mine those spots.
The Orca, that's gonna take him out?
Take out the extract. There we go.
Nice. That ability is kind of hard to use because it does such little damage, but he obviously knows the damage threshold of those Firehawks in conjunction with that. How's actually one of them the veteran status? So there's no railguns here, so this is going to be a strong screen army. Oh man, he takes out half of them with the stasis shield. Stasis shield.
Nicely done.
And the predators are just overwhelmed now.
Yeah, the Tribots get free engagements now. I mean, that was most of the predators. So, and by the time it wears off, like, Technique can either look to re-engage it or just leave it. I think leaving is probably the best move because that's still a lot of predators and the sonic emitter. So, staying out of that is really smart.
The sonic emitter is what scared him because it'll take out the gunwalkers in a single pass. But that's such a crazy ability. $2,000. Still doesn't disrupt the mining though. That's the main thing. Income still going to be pretty good here for Phoenix. His cheap little scout zooming around. Ooh, nice.
Ooh, good shot, good shot. I even have to take that one out. So.
Oh, don't. Oh, didn't cancel his force fire. Looks like the predators didn't take it though. You'll often see players force fire sonic emitter because otherwise, if you manually aim it, it'll just miss. Pretty sure it sells it off. Okay.
Interesting. Phoenix rotating north as well. Again, just like Firehawk passes.
Storm column.
Storm column. Good.
I don't remember if they attack air or not. Hey, I just realized that's the same ability as the battle cruiser's warp thing.
Sorry, the same.
The same ability as the battle cruiser's warp in
Oh,
StarCraft 2.
right, yeah.
But this game did it several years earlier.
Yeah.
Because that warp wasn't in place until I think Legacy of the Void.
Yeah, it was quite late, so that's cool. Yeah, warp is a fun ability, so yeah.
Well, we're seeing another long game. Surprised we haven't seen a hexapod. Now, a Marv wouldn't be very good because it's already mined out.
No, there's too much mined out. So
the Marv is kind of a weird unit in that it's not particularly strong. It's more just the amount of money you get. So it's really good on maps where you have 2 expansions and then you mine 1 expansion with your refineries, the other with a Marv. But we actually have a lot of railguns now. Railgun predators, Firehawks in the sky. Where is the screen army? He moved up north.
Uh-oh.
The tech lab gets taken out here. So much of this important
There's
infrastructure.
just no scouting. The scouting was way better for Phoenix, and he's going to take a really good engagement here, sniping down the entire bottom base. And just pulls back. I mean, that's such a smart play. It's like, why even bother engaging? Why risk a stasis field? Like, just pull back. Going for the tip spike next is going to make the most sense. Tip spike's gonna be more and more important. The more and more the Tiberium on the map gets mined out, having the free money spike access is good.
$12,000 for Technique. Oh my god.
Wow, what?
Floating a lot of money. Does he just go for a hardcore disintegrated transition with like 5 barracks?
Yeah, that could be really good actually. There are so many predators on the map.
He's rebuilding his tech lab.
Wow. Okay.
So something that we haven't seen, which surprised me a little bit here, is Growth Accelerator increases the regeneration of the Tiberium field. I don't know why people aren't going for that. Maybe it's actually just bad. Costing power as well, I suppose. But in these really long late game situations where you're basically mining your empty fields for a while, then those can be quite beneficial. Takes out the Tiberium Spike.
Maybe it's just the time it takes to pay off or something, so...
Yeah.
If he gets taken down, I don't know. So.
Okay, he's expanding back to his main base. I like the scouting. This is so important here because he needs to see like if there's a big army going towards his main base, and now he sees it going towards. He might have this on a patrol order. It's so rare you see people actually use these abilities. Like the yeah, one of these.
Okay, 3k for Phoenix. So many predators. I was gonna say the Scrin army looks dangerous, but the hell with that. Look at all these predators. That's crazy.
It's at that point where a stasis field won't be enough. Orbital strike as well. Supersonic air attack. So he's actually the shockwave artillery. He's actually got his tech lab that gives him the support powers. That's gonna be one of the artilleries. Takes out the EMP some of these units. So those are knocked out of this fight. The Predators are marching in. They need to refocus the other units. They're wasting a lot of their damage here. Stasis fields onto those. So they're still alive for now. Now he's going to be going for the Crushers.
He's way better focus here.
Yeah, but the army's overwhelmed. And Zone Trooper calling as well. He used the Zone Trooper drop. So in a fantastic position. Uses the Hexapod. And he uses the Mastermind there to capture a Predator. So... But here's the Hammerhead transition. He's going to take out the Mastermind.
He's going to go with the Mastermind. The Mastermind's going to get hunted down. I'm pretty sure there's a Mastermind following another Hexapod.
The splash damage is so powerful, though. Annihilator Tripod still doing some damage, but there's no anti-air on this thing, and the Hammerheads are in the air. Maybe you want to pull back and take out this Hexapod, but it does fall to the Railgun Predators.
Hexapod is down. A lot of the Railgun Predators are still up. I think a really good engagement, actually, for Phoenix. They did spend a lot in support powers. Hammerheads taking out these Harvesters is going to be really important because they're carrying blue tip back to the base, though not very much, admittedly.
Well, that was so
Maybe
cool.
Now we get a Disintegrator transition.
It's rare that you ever see GDI and Nod actually make use of those abilities because you got to pay $3,000 for the Space Command uplink, and you got to pay another $4,500 for the Zone Troopers, and then $3,000 for the Orbital Strike.
Yeah.
That's the EMP ability, I believe. Oh, the Shockwave is the EMP that does no damage, and then this one does damage. I don't think he used the Orbital Strike, he used the Shockwave Artillery. And then you have another ability here, Supersonic Air Attack, that just kills any air unit in that area, but there's a bit of a delay so you can dodge it. And Technique, he lost his tech lab, so he couldn't actually go for the signal transmitter. I don't know if it would have been worth it, though, in that case, but...
Well, lots of Tripods. Oh, it is Disintegrators. Okay, that's cool. They could melt Predators. There could still be a good engagement here by Technique with all of these.
So that's a scan.
It's a scan, yeah. So sees all the Disintegrators, actually, so maybe not.
That one costs, I think it's only 500. Oh, that's 300. He just nuked something with his Firehawks.
Yeah. Oh, okay, so it's another Hexapod.
What did he nuke there?
Second Hexapod, I'm not sure. I didn't see it, yeah. But I'm a big noob, so
maybe
couldn't tell you.
Power plant, I don't know. Kind of came out of nowhere. So yeah, this is another funky late game. The Hammerheads in the sky. They don't have, or do they have the rockets? No, there's no rockets, which is a bit of a shame. Gives them a lot more anti-ground in particular. But the Hammerheads basically make him impervious to disintegrators.
I wonder if the Mastermind's going to come back up for some cool TP plays. That's what we saw I'm pretty sure that's what we saw before, wasn't it? Like the Mastermind TPing in the Hexapod and then jumping out and capturing Predator, so... But it got hunted down by the Hammerheads, so... I
don't know if it's going to be worth it. Because he's only building Predators. If he was building Mammoth tanks, that's when you would want to get the Mastermind out. But since he's just spamming Predators, it's just not worth the value of it. Teleporting the Hexapod, that can be useful. I mean, the Hexapod's pretty good versus the Predators because it does that splash damage attack, that little line attack. But other than that, I think there's just too many Predators at this stage.
Yeah. And all of the...
this is so sick! Zone Hammerheads!
Zone Hammerheads?
Zone Hammerheads! It has been a long time since I've seen Zone Hammerheads. Needs to make sure they are actually repaired, however.
I love the scouting from Phoenix. It's beautiful. He's just taking out every single time like an extractor just moves to a vulnerable position. The Predators are all over it, so hard for Technique to get any real income in. So. And Mastermind is done, actually.
Did you just teleport them? You teleported the Hexapod?
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, I don't see any anti-air here. He can also put anti-air. He actually has turrets on this. Oh, that's anti-air. He put, I think it's shock troopers inside of the hexapod. So now they'll have a little extra attack, which will make these hammerheads hard to use. Stolen tripod grenadiers, so they use their EMP grenades. Juggernauts for the artillery. This is such a sick composition.
Yeah, this is really good. EMP grenades are going to be fantastic against the hexapod when that comes out. So he's look for an engagement at least.
Yeah,
you get them over here though to help with the predators.
Looks rather exposed to me. Phoenix doesn't have a lot of cash in the bank for these abilities, but he can use the shockwave arty. That's going to be the main thing against the hexapod. Especially
maybe EMP and shockwave.
Yeah, if you can combo those together, that would be really powerful. Oh, Buzzer Swarm takes out the Grenadiers. Only 1.5 squads, so actually not worth it. And that was without the turret. Hexapod's on the march. So how much money does Technique have?
What's up with where are the disintegrators at? Why are they not being used with this composition?
I don't know.
Gonna bring them in? Like they're playing purely defensive. I don't know why. I mean, a predator counter attack maybe that just wipes the base, but
yeah, could get a good, nice little run by here. But I guess there's actually AP ammo. Well, he even has composite armor, so these infantry are pretty tough.
Yeah, they're gonna be fine.
Grenadiers, the Juggernauts are really powerful versus this. This looks like a bit of a throwaway for me, but he wasn't in a great spot. Probably doesn't even need to use the shockwave, just use these nades.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Did that hit? No.
That was just an auto attack.
Oh,
He teleports out. That's why the hexapod is the most balanced unit in the. And he heals it on the corruptors!
Balanced.
I'm glad you get to see this because it's already healed. Bam! It's like twice the repair speed of a stone pine. So he just does these little hit and run bys.
Right, he just keeps doing it.
He can never lose the hexapod.
Right.
And even if like the hexapod gets EMP'd, he can just use the stasis and just can't take any damage now. So there's so many ways that you can just the hexapod just doesn't die.
Sad Blake is sad.
Still no use of those regrowth Tiberium fields, but there's so many units. Battle rig on the field as well, just for swag points. Zone hammerheads, I don't think they've actually done much, but they are zoning out this this third base.
Exactly, yeah. Third, as fun as having this TPing hexapod is gonna be. Hey, back to full health again. As fun as it's gonna be, I mean, if you don't have map control, it makes it kind of tough. And we see Phoenix with control over the blue team and the third and the kind of the natural of Technique. So, I mean, you gotta think Phoenix takes this one.
I don't know why he's doing that.
Construction complete.
Does it like lower the cooldown or something?
I don't know. Or is it like if something tries to take out the mastermind, does it like?
I have no idea.
Yeah.
Well, Hexapod round 3 hasn't really done anything. But I mean, even if he takes out a single predator, it's technically worth it.
Right?
Plus, he also gets like a cash bounty for every unit he kills. You'll see those pop up above dead units. But these Juggernauts are going ham.
Yeah, they're just the Juggernauts are zoning so hard. 5 Juggernauts, how to avoid that? So.
And so now it's actually Technique who's behind in the mining. Phoenix has 3 bases fully online. I don't know the hell that was for. Oh, this is a nice snipe though. If he gets this one, he can just crush 2, which I think he's looking for.
I think this
is his auto attacks. Yeah, don't hit moving targets very gracefully. He just teleports out. I mean, whoa. Is that like one of these abilities? You just use orbital strike.
Yeah, wait. He's force firing is the hex.
Well, that took damage anyway. I mean, if he used that on the corruptors, that would have been really sick. But
what was that?
I don't know. I mean, he scanned it and used the orbital strike.
Right.
That's why. Yeah, but I don't know if he killed anything or not. We actually have air units now. The Devastator warships. Those are long-range artillery, anti-building. So you take out the battle base and these static defenses here.
What's that? The one where is that a GDI one or is that not the one where it like aggroes things and makes them attack?
Oh, that's the raid generator.
That's the raid
yeah,
generator.
that's the Redeemer.
Right, yeah, it was. Okay.
A lot of zone troopers still. These are the veteran ones. Devastator. I like this Devastator because otherwise, you know, he'd have the repair. Double repair on these buildings would be pretty nuts. Anti-air, maybe a bit of a challenge, but I guess the Firehawks can just take these out. Yeah, look at that. Just kidding.
Yeah, Firehawks are still online, so there's nothing. I don't know. I feel like the hexapod could be getting more damage done than it is. Like I think the TPs are a little bit too safe with the Mastermind. Like, at least let it get down to half health and then bring it back.
Yeah, it's very timid, isn't it?
Yeah.
Now, I mean, I think
There's
he's
not
worried
enough
about getting
pressure.
EMP'd because you can't teleport when
Right,
you're EMP'd.
okay, yeah.
So he wants to prevent that. But I agree. He has been very timid with this hexapod, and he hasn't done anything with it. He's kind of just running in, doing something. Yeah, so you got to garrison the Mastermind inside of it. So he spent about $10,000 on this thing when you combine the shock troopers with the Mastermind. Okay. More grenadiers, more zone troopers. This is everything the Phoenix
Yeah.
needs.
I mean, at some point, I think it's just Phoenix. Phoenix has so many units that sends
Looking
like.
for the EMP. Oh, he actually lost the grenadiers though.
Oh wow, lost both actually. Oh no, one of them still alive.
This is a rifleman squad though.
Oh, was that rifles? Okay, right.
Yeah,
It's
there
just
was-
one grenadier, one rifle, right?
Yeah.
And it wasn't looking close enough, so. Yeah.
So look at this big wraparound. He's actually mining the 4th base now, or just
Yeah.
about to. Going for the
The
Marv
wraparound
actually.
is what I want to see, like after the and then like just push forward, because what if you have nowhere to TP to, right? Like if you can only pull back to predators, that's not really a good pullback for the hexapods.
Yeah.
So makes a lot of sense.
Unit under attack.
Now I do want to see him float enough for the shockwave artillery.
Yeah.
He's going for the Marv at the moment.
Structure sold. Insufficient funds.
Okay, it's done now. So
Construction complete.
okay, there's the hexapod. It's gonna go for the engage on the predators.
He's got grenadiers here for the EMP. He's looking for it. I think he's going to find it too. But no, he teleports out.
To dodge
but that's on
dodge the
cooldown
grens.
now.
Yeah, it's on TP.
He's
It's
already
on
taken a
cooldown.
fair bit of damage on the left side. Juggernauts are shelling this base.
Yeah. Disintegrators looking to push forward.
Whoa, okay, that's the Overlord's Wrath, I think. Wow, massive ability takes out all of the infantry, all of the Juggernauts. That one cost him $4,000, but the Juggernauts are still alive.
Yeah, the Juggernaut survived through that. Everything else went down, but the Juggernaut's still up, so.
Still has the Hammerheads.
Hexapod pushing forward now, looking for engage on the
Oh,
Juggernauts.
there's EMP!
Yeah, it hit.
Does he have multiple EMPs? He does, but there is the phase shield, so he can't kill this one. So, and then as soon as,
Yeah.
now he can teleport out again.
Yeah,
I mean,
as soon as the phase field wears out, it just teleports again.
I don't know
So,
what the
yeah.
cooldown's like on this thing.
Yeah.
Unit under attack. Power
It's
base.
a shame we can't see the cooldown in the spectator UI. But, I mean, it still has this Predator
Yeah, I
flank.
think there are too many units here. What a game.
He's taking out these structures too. Going
Yeah.
for the signal transmitter would be a good snipe. Power plants, tech lab.
Even if all these units get traded out, it's fine for Phoenix.
Yeah, because they can't get rebuilt. Juggernauts actually pulled all the way back. Maybe a little unnecessary here. I don't know what EMP'd that.
Unit under attack.
Still has a shockwave arty. Still has a grenadier squad, but again, we can't see cooldowns. So I don't know, he's already used that, I assume.
Training.
Shockwave is ready to go. Corrupt is actually healing this one very quickly, however.
Training.
She may start getting veterancy status, I should say, on the hexapod soon.
Could be good. Still, a lot of structures went down, so. Signal transmitter.
Oh yeah, and meanwhile he has a Marv,
yeah, it's a Marv,
by
so,
the way.
Yeah. just by the way, just casually.
But this,
Casually has a Marv.
this is going to be a pretty sad Marv. Because normally when you get a Marv, it's like, alright, let's mine some Tiberium,
get
bro. And this time he's going to find some scraps. Okay, oh.
It's a gun. Where did the hexapod
These
go?
grenades need to throw
I
faster.
swear there was a hexapod right here 10 seconds ago. I promise.
So, does he have more money for the Overlord's Wrath? Yeah, he did lose the signal transmitter, and he has no cash. And he actually, that Overlord's Wrath, it gave him Tiberium to mine, equals profit.
Yeah.
Very balanced.
Maybe more Tiberium for the Marv to mine though.
Yeah, that's
the one
true.
That's the one that has a. Yeah. Phoenix is the one with map control right now. Marv is gonna chew up some Tiberium. Fun.
Okay, all these air units in the sky.
Unit lost.
The Marv would like to help, but Marv is busy.
Is that more? Is that? I don't know what those are.
Unit
Oh, those are just the regular call-in drop. You can use the. I don't know what it's called. What is it?
building.
GDI Airborne.
Training.
He has plenty of dollar bills.
Under attack.
Potentially an all-out attack here from Phoenix now that it has the cash with the support abilities.
Wow, those Devastators are actually pretty good versus infantry.
Yeah. Where are the Firehawks at? Why are they not taking them down yet? So, guessing there are still Firehawks on the field. So, come Firehawks.
Construction complete.
Hexabod finds a flank. No.
Is that the pitbulls?
Detected.
Oh, that must be the Mastermind. No, it's a sniper team.
Exposure detected.
Marv on the right side. I don't know. What's this Mastermind gonna do?
Harvester under attack.
There it is. It's just chilling
Yeah,
for
it's
now.
chilling.
Marv on the right flank. Man, this is completely pincer maneuver. Using a pincer maneuver against this this base.
The second
Hexapod-
pincer should work.
Yeah.
This should be enough.
He's actually got veteran 1. And he should be able to 1v1 the Marv, but not given the health
but
difference.
Yeah, it's just
He's actually got engineers, at least a engineer and a couple of, I don't know what those So he's got some good garrisons inside of that thing.
just needs to push a bit closer into the space. Come on, Phoenix. Close the net. Close the net.
Phase shield available.
Give the Hexapod nowhere to go.
Oh
Yeah.
no. Oh, he can use Overlord's Wrath again, can't? Oh, no, it's actually on cooldown still.
Really?
So he can't
Damn.
use it. Maybe he was banking on that.
For this next engagement. I can try to buy time by pushing out with a Hexapod. That's
Well,
maybe
he
not
has
the
to,
best
he has
play,
to
so.
actually use the teleport then.
Dude, how long will this game go for? If there's another Overlord's Wrath, I mean, if there's time for it, but maybe not. It doesn't look like Phoenix is going to play that game.
Yeah, it is a long
Overlord's Wrath
cooldown.
sounds a long timer, man.
Takes out the storm column.
Yeah,
Nice
it's good.
work. Oh my god, that's such a sick idea. He goes for the ion cannon. Super weapons are so bad in this game that he's like, no, I need an ion cannon. The 7-minute timer is ridiculous. Those
Yeah.
things should only be 5 minutes.
How nutty. So
Okay.
this game may or may not be over in 7 minutes.
Potentially EMPs. He's in a great spot, but there are grenadiers nearby. Takes out a few of them. Oh, and that's the shockwave arty, I think. So that one was actually whiffed.
Yeah, Juggernaut's just went for the engagement. Yeah, it was whiffed.
Oh my god, dude. Like he
The EMP
actually,
didn't land. So.
the fact that he's getting veteran on this hexapod could actually see him winning.
This is actually a good play because the Marv is now just camping out the tip field. Like it's just sitting on it. So on one side you have the Marv. Maybe he just stalls for iron cannon now. Finish just stalls for iron cannon and then goes. I would like to see it, honestly. I would like to see an iron cannon. I've never seen it in a cast before.
Please
so.
tell me he can build multiple
Yeah.
ion cannons.
I know only one at a time. I think it said on there.
It's a
I think
shame-
it said on only says one at a time. So.
It's a shame you don't have a support super weapon. In Red Alert 3, each faction has a secondary super weapon, like the
Detected.
Chronosphere, the Iron Curtain, and whatever the Empire has. I think those are a lot more fun than just the click here to kill stuff. Okay, Grenadiers. Oh, he's gonna find it. Nope.
Nope.
Just kidding.
And
You
then
know,
we're gone.
It looks so dumb because this. So this is what happens when you rush a game out in a short amount of time period. Is you don't bother implementing visual effects for the teleport animation.
There's no animation, just disappears.
It just disappears. Yeah,
So,
it's obviously this like.
Yeah.
Okay, that's gonna be a nice artillery strike. Looking for the corruptors, but he seems to dodge them. Tech Lab gets taken down, but look at that Marv is getting wrecked by the hexapod. Destructors as devastators. Okay, that was a nice little EMP.
Is there any follow up though?
I have no idea where that's coming from though.
Training.
Maybe there's like it's after the shockwave artillery. Yeah, so this is just so silly because he's got 5 bases against 1, and he actually just can't end the game because
Yeah,
of Scrin
because
being very
Hexapod.
balanced. And I mean,
Grid number 1 most balanced faction. So.
he must have the.
Harvester.
Yeah, Overlord's Wrath is ready to go. He can't afford it though,
Yeah, it just needs
and he's not even fully mining either. Oh my god,
no,
this
that was
may
not
nope.
expected.
It teleports
Right,
out.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say that was not expected though. Phoenix did not think the Hexapod. Technique did not think all the Juggernauts had rotated over. So
Actually, a fair bit of air units. So
That's Hammerhead.
maybe he's just looking for a massive air transition. The rocket hammerheads will also take out the Devastators too. So if he can just get a bunch of these undetected, that might be his best shot here. They can also take out the Corruptors.
Yeah, taking out the Corruptors is kind of a big deal too. Like,
Oh, is that going to be it?
that's it. Go for the Corruptors. Go for the Corruptors. He's gonna try to knock down the Corruptors.
You got one more EMP perhaps. He gets the EMP. Is this going to be a dead Eradicator? Can he use the phase shield?
Phase shield, does it have enough?
That's
enough.
No, he lost the tech building. No, does he have it here? Oh, there it is. Okay, I misread it. There it is.
Yeah, it's down the bottom.
That's the Shockwave Arty as well, so he's chaining the EMP for now. Needs to finish off that Grenadier if he can.
While this is on, why not go for the, yeah, okay, no, he is. Yeah, pushing into the base with the Marv.
Takes out some structures.
I don't know if the Mastermind is still up.
Well, the MCV is going to be sick. Tech Lab went down.
Pretty sure this is it.
That's going to
So
die
many
as soon
hammerheads,
as
as
wears
the
off.
phase shield is off, but it still has a little bit longer, like another 10 seconds.
It's
And the
Grenadiers
Grenadiers are
nearby.
going to chase it down as well. Hammerheads are so quick.
Oh, nice EMP. How good is his timing, though?
I don't know. Not quite right. That's a long ability, so it's hard to time. I don't think that was quite right.
Gets a stasis shield. Gets
There
some
we
of those
go.
units. Yep, teleports out.
Teleports out, but there's no heals anymore. Are there heals?
There's a few,
There's
actually.
couple. Yeah.
There's so many Juggernauts. He still has the signal transmitter, Overlord's Wrath, almost available. May want to sell off some structures. No, he uses his Tiberian Seed. Another EMP from these Grenadiers. I think that's going to be it. Hexapod finally falls.
Boy.
Well, I'm just sad we don't get to see the Ion Cannon now.
Yeah, I'm
oh, that's a
disappointed.
GG. Man, that's nutty.
That was cool. All right, good job, Phoenix.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't know how. I guess he could have gone for the Ion Cannon earlier, but
What a game.
he didn't know that was going to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Did
like-
probably was just like, surely I don't need to go Iron Cannon. I'm 5 base against 1.
7-minute
Surely I don't
timer
need
is,
to.
is so silly. You know the super weapons in Red Alert 3 cost 2,500 because
Really?
they're just so hard to ever use. They had to halve the cost of those super weapons. 35 minutes, man, that was a great game of
That was
Kane's
a great
Wrath. The late games are very nutty, and you don't get to see them very often in the competitive play. One long video of Kane's Wrath is what we have.
Yeah. Talk about bang for your buck. It's like, yeah, this is one hell of a video. We've just casted the world's longest game of Kane's Wrath, which is still like not even as long as an average game of Code 2. Like, that felt like an hour-long game of Code 2 to me? Did it not feel that to you? So, Kane's Wrath games, you actually get a 35-minute game is actually an hour and 10-minute game. That's what it feels like. So, but a great close by Phoenix. He didn't throw, which is 10 out of 10. Very easy to throw games, and now has to completely reset and start off afresh for game number 3. So 1 game each from our players.
This time around we have Technique playing as the Nod, hanging up his Scrin badge. Wants to find a faction that has more cheese. Good luck.
That's good, man. Is it still Nod for oh sorry, still GDI for Phoenix,
Yeah.
isn't it? He's still playing
Vanilla
GDI.
GDI.
So, yeah.
So a fair bit of militants on the field, merging into a squad of an angry militant squad. No, they're a bit less angry now. So this map is interesting because the expansions are actually backwards. Generally the expansions are somewhat forwards.
Rifles take that one.
Yeah, I like how bad militants are in comparison to riflemen.
It was good, man. All militants will push across and cover. Wants to... Any important structures going down? I mean, it's just factory... Yeah, just factory extractor. Okay. Whoa, what?
Yeah, that's important.
Okay,
So
okay, Black Hand coming in.
I was
there
joking
we go
about
with the
cheese,
Reckoner.
but we are seeing it.
Right, that was why. I was going to say, like, why are there so many militants? It's like, it's clearly to block the scout, but they still might find it, dude. Let's see if this rifleman squad finds the scout here. The Reckoner's going to try and sneak past with his Black Hand. I'm pretty sure, does it just? Oh, it's scouted, but I don't know if, depends if he noticed or not.
Yeah.
I don't know, like, yeah, this is the Black Hand cheese, but go
Well,
into it more.
He's
So,
building
yeah.
a pit bull, but he has 4 halves anyway, so that's at the point where you would start building units. And what is he building? He's building more pit bulls, and he actually has a pit bull out, so It looks as though he's seen it.
Construction complete.
Where is the Reckoner? Oh, in his base, I think. Oh, there it is.
No, there it
oh,
is.
there's
It's on the
bikes
way, and
too.
there are
Did he
bikes,
sell
there
his
are
seat?
bikes.
No. You see,
No.
is still there. Oh man, the pit bulls, they waste their volley. Now the Reckoner's set up, it's deployed, so it's very powerful. It's got the refinery within range of it. The watchtower's doing some damage. Probably will just get the refinery, but that's still a fantastic trade if he can get it.
Nice, easily gets it. And gonna start focusing down. Not another refinery in range, which probably would have been better. The bikes are still looking for an engagement, but the pit bulls are getting a fair bit of burst
Wow,
down.
he sells it off actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, the bikes in the area would have also been able to take that war factory out. So refinery and the war factory. I mean, it's only a single refinery here from Technique, so not as great as you may expect. Actually, trying to keep this Blackhand alive is pretty clever, because if you can keep him alive, then he can go for Tiberian spikes. I like how he's using the harvest on the offense. This is so sick because he
Yeah, it's
has
cool.
no ability to mine off of it. He has
Yeah.
a bit of a bottleneck.
Until the next refinery goes down, which is what we see. Refinery gets replaced. So what's the follow up here from Technique?
Scorpions, double
Scorpions,
refinery.
Makes sense.
Bit behind in the expansion. Let's see what this is. Maybe is he rebuilding the operations center? No, another war factory. So
Yeah.
mass scorpion
Mass
spam, I
scorpions.
suspect.
Yeah.
The cities of Nod on the rise.
Now expanding.
Oh, mining the blue tip.
Still, yeah. And look at all this. I mean, there's so much people control.
Now that's really clever because he has an extra harvester
Yeah,
that he shouldn't normally have in his build.
that was a good play. Yeah, nice. It steals a good amount of loot. Timed that so well. Like as the scorpions start pushing across the map, pulls back. People decide there are too many scorpions for them. So
Good snipe though.
yeah, it was good. Yeah, yeah. Everyone you can pick off is nice for the pit bulls.
If you could summarize CNC3 in 4 words, a tale of snipes.
Yeah.
May be it. Okay, there is an exposed harvester.
Not a tale of two tip fields, or yeah, the tale of snipes is pretty good. So
Or a tale of cheese in the case of screen. Oh, nice little 1-2.
yeah, that was nice. I mean, it just has 2 bikes as part of the composition, so using the to harass harvesters makes a lot of sense. Just to pull back to the factory and repair that, but yeah, it's a good play.
That being said, only 2 bikes weren't able to take any harvesters out. I think he took out 1 harvester here.
Pit bulls are still finding
Maybe.
some nice engagements against the scorpions. Predator production has started, so
So many scorpions.
just better angles, I think, here for Phoenix. Is just finding much better engagements against the scorpions, but
And now that he has predators and even missiles too. He's got a pretty exposed attack path. But the refinery goes down.
yeah, in a pretty exposed location, but
Yeah, these power plants probably blocked his second refinery.
yeah, they might have done actually, so it'd be unfortunate. Kind of the more buildings, it seems like the better technique is playing around with these scorpions. Is not giving them really any room to maneuver since they are so fast.
Yeah, he keeps getting caught, not really achieving anything, trading poorly. That being said, having the refinery on a different angle means that he could actually deliver closer, depending on where they're mining. So it could improve his efficiency slightly. But now it's a blue tip steel.
Yeah.
Having control of the map does give him that. It's actually one of the nice things about having the central blue tip is it means map control is a lot more important.
So that's 1-for-1 blue tip now. What do we see behind this from technique? I mean, because like, where are the rest of the scorpions? Must be going for something else.
Just
No?
expansion.
Just expansion. Okay.
While looking for the third Tiberium field to the south. He's going to need some kind of anti-infantry because there's a fair bit of missile squads.
If anything expanding faster is Phoenix.
Oh, nice
Better
people.
position in this game. So yeah. It's good harassment.
Oh, I didn't take out the Tiberium spike despite having all those scorpions. It's actually a bit harder for Nod to take out the infantry because they don't have an equivalent to AP ammo. At least not for the militants. Buggies, I think you can get capacitors, but the thing is,
Oh, dude, it's our favorite.
the shadow teams. Yeah, but with that's actually, well, I guess those will work really well versus the missiles, but they're pretty squishy. The APCs can just murder them. But yeah, the laser capacitors for buggies requires Tech Lab. But APM only requires the command center or the operation center, the tier 2. So I think they're stealth while they're flying.
Yeah. What are you looking for?
Just maybe power plants.
Yeah, possible. Yeah, it looks like maybe it is just power plants. Yes? No?
You may get crushed, but no, APC can't crush him. The harvester can, however. Yeah, I don't know. He's running a bit of a risk here because he may just run into a watchtower. Oh! What is he looking for?
I don't know, but that's
Actually, he has 2 squads,
man.
so it's
yeah,
fine.
Okay, wait. I thought one of the squads went down, but okay, that's fine.
I think
suppose, so.
the damage is based off of the squad for the demolitions.
Right. Okay.
Please just blow up a power plant. Yeah, there we go.
Okay.
We may have a bit of a hard time clearing the rifles,
Yay.
though. Oh, just kidding.
Bro, stop telling jokes.
I guess because they're at the stealth, so they get an extra second of engagement. Yeah, I mean, he just builds a watchtower now.
Doesn't care. I mean, there are
He's a
just
pit bull.
hordes of units facing off from each other. And look at Technique's base. Technique has been spamming the units.
Oh my god.
Okay, right. He's gonna have to pull down now. They're like, there's a lot here.
He needs to kill 3 power plants for the Shadow team to really pay off. Unless he takes out the power at a really critical time and loses his map
Ah!
control. Wait, try bringing Infusion.
So much infantry.
Yeah, he's going for his own man
Yeah.
spam. He's got Confessors, he's got Tiberium Infusion, he's got the rockets according to his rocket squads. Definitely has rockets. Yeah, wow.
Yeah, it's
He has-
mass
he has
infantry. This
rockets.
is crazy.
Yeah, so the Confessor, what is it? Yeah, the Confessor, it's like you get an anti-infantry dude
Yeah.
even on your missile squads. Shadow teams, please tell me you're broing out. Nah, they're just being lame, they're eating kebabs.
They don't do much.
I think he's gonna, well, the Shadowers are pretty good, but overwhelmed by infantry.
Yeah, Shadows all get sniped.
I guess that's one way of dealing with enemy man spam is you just counter man spam with 3 Confessors.
Captain Confessors in your team, so they can take out another power.
So when you're playing as Black Hand, those Confessors are actually the Black Hand like flamer dudes.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
So you can clear garrisons with missile squads. It's very
Sounds balanced. So yeah.
These Shadow teams are super fast. They're actually outrunning. Ah.
Purple Rockets don't know what's going on, but the APCs do. So.
Now, I mean, 2 power plants wasn't bad. If he was able to take out the ones with the upgrades, then that'd be even better.
Cancel. Building.
But swag points there for the Shadow teams.
Indeed. Yeah. And swag points are important.
And this is cool, by the way. You can turn your militants into the Awakened, which is like the cyborgs that have the EMP thing, which is the default infantry when you're playing Mark of Kane.
There are so many rockets.
Yeah, so how does he deal with this?
I don't know. How does anyone deal with this, dude? Like, this is
A
10 out of 10
lot of
very
AP
scary.
ammo hammerheads. Sorry,
yeah,
APCs.
Yeah, a lot of APCs. A lot of APCs.
And he's also got AP ammo on his riflemen.
Yeah.
I wonder if we'll see something really sick. Like, oh, Space Command uplink. Like sniper teams, the commandos, really good. And we're back. We had a catastrophic crash. We were really upset because this game was getting intense, and it's been a really good series.
It has been. We're super keen, so we'll finish it off in a manner as keen as possible. Also, rockets are ready. So
Yeah, there are rockets.
yeah, and they are ready.
There's also a disruption tower, so really seeing all of the sick things in this series. I hope we get to see Commando, because I love the Commando. But other than that, we've seen pretty much all kinds of tomfoolery. All kinds of shenaniganry. We've got stealthed... I think it's stealthed Avatar. Yeah,
Yeah.
the
Look,
disruption tower...
He's turning transparent and not transparent, thus indicating stealth. So
He,
yeah.
Disruption tower cloaks everything. But of course you can reveal those and you can't take it with you. So he decides he needs more barracks. Because he doesn't have enough.
Bro, if you have a big enough backpack, you can take anything anywhere. It's possible. So, Redeemer Bay.
Wow, that's the world's most exposed power plant. It's a scouting power plant. That's actually
It literally probably is a scouting power plant. So.
it's the remnants from his original
Yeah.
base.
Yeah.
I mean, I scout with power plants.
Yeah. Doesn't everyone scout with power plants?
Looking for some information there.
Yeah, the information is there's lots of infantry. There's many a militant.
Oh, good timing. Look at that.
Redeemer for Marv. So yeah.
I didn't hear Marv assembly complete. Is it because it happened at the same time as the Redeemer?
Possible. So
So he's actually got zone troopers inside of this thing, so it's pretty beefy. What does he put inside of the Redeemer? Double engineers by the looks of it, so you get that repairs. Generally having the repairs is the most important thing. Stealthing out the MCV. I wonder if he just keeps leapfrogging disruption towers forward.
Yeah, yeah.
But maybe he's also looking for a
Yeah.
refinery there.
You know what's up, machine. You know what's up. Cool. I think I don't know.
Oh, about time. This one's been taken out.
I think the Redeemer beats the Marv. I think in this scenario. Just by a little bit. By a little bit.
Yeah, but does a million
I
infantry
don't know. Can he
beat
speed boost
100?
the Marv? Can he speed boost the Marv?
Disruption
Just run everything
tower.
over? Or, hey,
Oh my god, he has some pit bulls for detection.
Everything is stealth.
Wow, this Marv getting ambushed here. He probably didn't see how many units there were. The raid generator goes down. Didn't do too much, however. This Marv is getting absolutely annihilated. APC is a little late to the party. There's going to be the shockwave artillery, but down goes the that. He uses the militant, the reckoning, so his militants turn into the awakened. They can use their EMP abilities. That's a really good transition against the orbital strike.
Yeah, gonna be great against those. Those APCs actually land some nice shots, but it doesn't look like they're getting microed very well. So
There was one EMP. Yeah, I think there's a delay until they activate.
Right,
There's actually
okay.
a few EMPs
Yeah,
going
yeah.
down. Wow, so that's cool to sort of see that. I think it was the regular artillery, not the shockwave.
Redeemer's still pretty much full health here as well. Oh, it is a big flank. To APCs rolling in. It's actually a pretty good composition, but it might not matter. So the base race is going to go in favor of technique here.
There's a fair bit of stuff defending. Avatars are coming back.
Yeah, Avatars can defend this one. Good stuff from technique. I don't know if there's going to be enough up north. Sonic emitter will be nice. There's not much of this army left.
Yeah, they
Gonna
have to pull back.
Yeah, no options for technique.
While he's taking out these harvesters, he's found the operations center. Plenty of pit bulls for detection. It seems this counterattack is working in the favor of technique. Or rather, Phoenix.
Phoenix. Yeah, I think eventually all this gets cleaned up though. Yeah, Avatars aren't very fast, but they'll eventually hunt these unit downs, and not that many harvesters actually fallen, so that's not going to be an issue. There's the tib spike falling.
Well, where's the Redeemer?
Was up north, wasn't it, or was it not?
Where is the Redeemer?
Didn't go down, did it?
Oh, there it is.
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
he's
there
just
we go.
healing it up with his
Yeah,
engineers.
I was going to say, it was like a 3/4 health. I'm not sure what Phoenix could have pulled out to take it down, so...
This is another reason why having this base could be quite useful if he builds a war factory there for repairs. Because even sell off, well, I'd say sell off his war factory and his base, but it got destroyed. So he actually needs to rebuild another war factory. Or just Redeemer facility.
More power too, so...
Yeah, he lost a few power plants. Good little pickup. Well, a lot of juggernauts it seems. No Marv, I think, is a good choice.
Yeah. Marv didn't get a lot done. It was probably what kind of turned the overall engagement in the favor of technique was the fact that Marv went down. It really didn't do anything, so just got caught up by the stealth. That's kind of the ideal unit. If ever there was a unit you want to get caught, you want to catch out by stealthing up, it's a Marv. These things are expensive.
Yeah, I think. Oh, he's going for Marv. Okay, so I think
Why?
he has lost a lot of units, but I mean, there's a lot of avatars, and they're really
Yeah.
good versus the Marv.
That doesn't make much sense to me. I don't know why you go Marv in this situation. So
But I think in general, the super units are well designed in Kane's Wrath because they certainly have strong counters, and there are certainly situations where you wouldn't want to build them. Where super units, I think, are really boring and take away from the game if you always want to have one, and the only balancing factor is that there's the fact you can only build one of them. That was the case in Company of Heroes for a while, is you would never not want a Tiger or a Pershing. Now that Tank Destroyer is actually a lot better, that's kind of the case. But Rage Generator,
Yeah.
doing a little bit here. So the way that you play around the Rage Generator, if you know it's coming, which you don't if it's cloaked, is that you force fire the ground, and then they don't unforce fire. They only attack their own units if they don't have any other existing order.
Yeah.
So if they're attacking you or the ground, they won't attack their own units.
Maybe attacking with the Rage Gen down is possible, so...
Alright, we have the Shockwave is available here. That's about it.
Units aren't at least stealth this time, so the mob might find a better engagement. Or
Yeah,
actually pull off,
the Juggernauts more importantly, because they're able to fire at maximum range. We do have the Tiberium Vapor Bomb. That's pretty damn effective. Tiberium Vein Detonation, not going to be useful as it requires Tiberium for it to do damage. Stealth Tank Run-Bys, nice. They have the typical rockets, so they're doing some good damage. Orcus can reveal stealth, but let's see if he can finish this one off. Oh no, he goes for one of the other harvesters. So destroying the harvesters wasn't... Oh, there we go. Tiberium Vapor Bomb.
It's pretty expensive, though. I
Yeah.
don't know if that's worth.
Yeah, so if killing the harvesters wasn't important. What was important was killing the harvester that was full of Tiberium.
Right. Okay.
And he wasn't able to do that. Okay, this is the Shockwave. Oh, it got the EMP. Let's see if this one gets taken out. The Juggernauts are opening up.
Yeah, Juggernauts can fire at this one. Everything else engages everything else. I don't know if all the Juggernauts are in range, though. There's another volley. One more. Oh, might get out of range.
Oh, there we go. That's going to be a nice one, the Tiberium Vapor Bomb. Sorry, it was a catalyst
The other thing
missile.
was a catalyst.
Yeah, my bad.
Yeah. Or even... Yeah, not even that even, but yeah.
Well, the Marv's actually still alive, and it's going to be doing good damage versus all of these wounded avatars. Juggernauts trading well. Stealth tanks are a fantastic counter to those Juggernauts. The avatars, they all survived, but they're all so wounded. The stealth tank was critical to taking out those double Juggernauts. Trying to recapture these, but good snipes on the husks.
Yeah. Avatars are all still up. I think that should be game. There's just too much DPS. I don't know what's going to deal with them. I mean, what kind of long-range units can take them out? Okay, yeah, if we go for a couple more Juggernauts, maybe, like, if all the avatars go down here, that would be awesome, but there are plenty of wounded ones, but...
Some captured ones here as well, but too many.
There goes the Marv. We're finding some good snipes.
Oh, Technique has... Oh, yeah, Technique has a lot of cash. So, that was a pretty clean win there. Could have reinforced that one pretty easily. Yeah, nice game. The man spam strat worked, but he didn't stay with it. He went into the avatar spam, which was a good compliment. The disruptor towers certainly helped, and having the stealth tanks, I think, was a really nice touch.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that game. That was cool. The stealth tank run-bys worked better than running a bunch of units around at harvesters and getting countered by the avatars. So yeah, the stealth tanks were cool. They put a bit of attention. I think the double Marv was, I don't know. Marv could have been something else. Marv could have been more Juggernauts to take out stuff, but I guess the Marv, if nothing else, it provides a bit of frontline. So there's some safety for the... Like, if it's just Juggernauts, then there's no safety, and the avatars just run them down, but yeah. Okay.
A lot of the investment of the super units is actually building the structure.
Yeah.
Once you lose the unit, rebuilding it isn't as hard. But anyway, GG, well played. Congrats to Technique, who took this series. And that'll wrap us up for now.